Ranger. A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty Hi-Yo Silver, the Lone Ranger. With his fearless Indian friend Tonto, the daring and resourceful masked rider of the plains, led the fight for law and order in the early West. Return with us now to those thrilling days of yesteryear. From out of the past come the thundering hoofbeats of the great horse Silver. The Lone Ranger rides again. Hi-Yo Silver! Away!
Lasciatemi cantare con la chitarra in mano, lasciatemi cantare, sono un italiano. Buongiorno Italia, gli spaghetti al dente e un partigiano come presidente, con l'autoradio sempre nella mano destra, un canarino sopra la finestra. Buongiorno Italia con i tuoi artisti, con troppa America sui manifesti, con le canzoni, con amore, con il cuore, con più donne sempre meno suore. Buongiorno Italia, buongiorno Maria, con gli occhi pieni di malinconia. Buongiorno Dio, lo sai che ci sono anch'io. Lasciatemi cantare con la chitarra in mano, lasciatemi cantare una canzone piano piano. Lasciatemi cantare perché ne sono fiero, sono un italiano vero. Buongiorno Italia che non si spaventa e con la crema da barba la menta, con un vestito gessato sul blu e l'amo viola la domenica in TV. Buongiorno Italia col caffè ristretto, le calze nuove nel primo cassetto, con la bandiera in tintoria, una 600 giù di carrozzeria. Buongiorno Italia, buongiorno Maria, con gli occhi pieni di malinconia. Buongiorno Dio, lo sai che ci sono anch'io. Lasciatemi cantare con la chitarra in mano, lasciatemi cantare una canzone piano piano. Latemi cantare perché ne sono fiero, sono un italiano vero. Andava, lasciatemi cantare con la chitarra in mano, lasciatemi cantare.
I've been. I wish that it would go and let me cry in vain, and let me be alone again. The care about is gone away, looking for a brand new start. But little does she know that when she left that day, along with her she took my heart. Rain, please tell me now, does that seem fair? For her to steal my heart away when she don't care. I can't love another when my heart's somewhere far away. The only girl I care about is gone away, looking for a brand new start. But little does she know that when she left that day, along with her she took my heart. What a fool I've been. I wish that it would go and let me cry in vain, and let me be alone again. Oh, listen to the falling rain. Pitter patter, pitter patter. Oh, listen, listen to the falling rain. Pitter patter, pitter patter. Oh.
Hi, I'm Mark Gorder, member of the class of 1965. I moved to Atherton in 1964. My father was transferred to California and attended high school the senior year, played football and track. Most of the people that I know in the class were on the sports teams, people like Dan McGraw, John Lewis, some of the juniors like Mark Schweitzer, Eddie Dobbs, Kobe Howe, many more. Had a wonderful time there, and then after graduation went to St. Olaf College in Northfield, Minnesota. Graduated from there in 1969. Went to graduate school at the University of Minnesota in engineering. Took my first job in St. Paul, Minnesota as an engineer. Later went on and started a company that built miniature components. Later evolved into this was in 1977, that evolved into a global company that now manufactures miniature body-worn medical devices. Still here in St. Paul, and am excited to see Tom and Miss Martha on this tour. And I want to congratulate Tom on all the effort that he has put into this. It's remarkable. I felt compelled to meet him here and talk about this, because it is truly a wonderful thing bringing us all together. Tom, anything else you think that I ought to say?
Well, tell us about number one, your company, and how big it is, and how many locations you have. And
well, it started out as a private company, but over the years we've become public. We're traded on the NASDAQ. The company name is Intracon. We have facilities in Indonesia and Singapore, as well as Minnesota, Germany, the UK. Got about 650 employees. It's a technology company, so we do a lot of engineering work. Most of the medical devices today have to have wireless connectivity and very sophisticated digital signal processing. So, for example, we do a lot of work with Medtronic. We build the sensor side of their continuous glucose monitoring system. We build cardiac diagnostic monitors for people like GE Medical, Philips Medical. We do a lot of hearing aid work. We started in the hearing aid business, and we're probably the 7th largest manufacturer of hearing aids. We're quite a bit smaller than the big manufacturers, and one of the things we're trying to do today is disrupt the industry by providing more affordable care. You're probably familiar, the hearing aids are very expensive, about $2,200 a piece in the U.S. It's unaffordable to most people, and we're trying to figure out how to drive those costs down direct to the consumer, where a consumer could get a hearing aid, say, for $250 to $300 a year. And it's a passion we have at Intercon to try to drive this into the market. Investing a lot of money in R&D and channel build out to do this, and so if you're interested in that, keep an eye on us.
And it's a public company.
It's a public company. Hopefully we can make an impact on that for a lot of my classmates that may eventually have a difficulty hearing in noisy or even quiet environments.
Where is it traded?
It's traded on the NASDAQ.
Okay. Tell us about your family and your lovely wife, Diane.
Well, Diane and I met in 1974. We married in 1975. Obviously, we stayed in St. Paul. We've got two lovely daughters, Christina and Juliana. Christina's 33, married and living in St. Paul, and she works at as a marketing director for the Ordway Theater in St. Paul. Juliana is still in graduate school. She's 27. She's in Chicago. Wants to be a clinical psychologist. So she's finishing up her doctorate in clinical psychology.
Wonderful.
And one of the things I find remarkable is all of us are close to turning 70. And I'm sure, like the rest of you, I'm trying to figure out what happened to all those years between 1965 and today.
That's right.
When we were all young and innocent.
Now, were there any teachers that impacted your life or influenced you at all at MA, or helped you at all?
I was only there for such a short time, but one of the people that really helped me integrate into the community there was Plato Yannicks, our track coach. He was a wonderful guy, and he did other things other than just track, but he had a very strong influence on me. I really enjoyed being on his team.
Excellent coach. Now, you told us briefly the story about when you came back from the summer in college.
Oh, would you like to?
I would love to hear that story again. Yes, and
well,
share it.
It was. When I would come back, my dad thought that it would be good, make a man on him if I had a good, hard-working job in some of the construction trades. So he was able to get a job for me with a gentleman who had landscaped our backyard, did landscaping construction, and so I started this work. I did it for 4 years in college, summers.
So your dad was still living in Atherton?
He's still living in Atherton. And it was a wonderful experience. The crew were all Latino workers. And these guys were some of the hardest working people I've ever worked with. I came back, thought, oh, I'm this big, brawny football player, played football and small college football, and I was going to outwork these guys. After a few weeks, at the end of the day, they're still working at full 100%. I'm literally hardly able to crawl back to the truck, wasted at the end of the day. Yeah. So these guys really took me under their wing, taught me how to do everything. They would take me to all the Latino bars in San Jose. I was underage. They would buy me beers and put enough Tabasco sauce in there to get me integrated into their culture. So it was a wonderful experience. The other thing was that the boss was German, and I spoke German. I took German all through high school and college, and I could understand what he was saying. And so he would come by and he would swear at these guys to try to get them to work hard, but he'd swear at them in German. So I would translate for the Latino guys and tell them what he was saying, and then they would swear back at him in Spanish, and they would tell me what he was saying. Now, I'm not going to repeat the language that they used to talk about him, but I have quite an interesting Spanish vocabulary. It's very limited, but it's quite
essential,
quite colorful.
Yes. Well, thank you very much, and thank you for coming here in this rainy day to see Martha and I. and to give us your story.
Well, thanks a lot, Tom and Martha. And to all you classmates, a greeting, and I hope you're all doing well.
Thanks again. Thank you, Mark.
The rain is pouring harder, and it chills me to the bone. Coming down to Memphis, traveling alone, as I try to find the reason for my time before I die. Like my life, the rain pours by. Like my life, the rain pours by. As I duck inside a doorway,
let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as our Father, brothers all are we. Let me walk with my brother in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Peace on earth, and let it begin